That to myself. Why did I do that to myself? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Baby, first off, I want to make sure y'all know how much I love y'all, how much I love it here. Because, baby, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I got off at 11:30, went to the gym, came home. You know what? I went to the gym and came home for a cup of water. Sue me. I needed a little bit of liquid courage to get the night finished. So instead of reading what I want to be doing, I said, you know what? I'm going to reorganize my bookshelves. As you know, my birthday just passed. It was January 21st, your favorite Aquarius. Is it still Aquarius season? I think it is. So happy birthday to all my Aquariuses out there. And I got so much love from my book besties. This is the most amount of love that I've ever gotten. I got told happy birthday so many times, I couldn't even tell everybody thank you because it was starting to say that I was spamming. If you wish me a birthday, thank you. If you plan on wishing me a belated birthday, thank you. But today, did I get off topic? Let's go out kicking in. I was going to reorganize my bookshelves. I have my bed covered in books so that I purposely cannot go to sleep until I organize my bookshelves, right? And before I did that, I was like, oh my God, I have all these books that I still haven't filmed. Let me film this so y'all can see. And so I'm doing 2 videos in one night. I'm doing my birthday book haul from all my book besties. And I'm also going to be filming me organizing my bookshelf. So make sure you go watch that video after you watch this one. Oh my God. Yeah, I genuinely have almost no, and I promise I have 4 pictures up, but I don't want to show y'all what the other pictures look like because everybody kept telling me that it was awkwardly positioned and I need to get more pictures first. So just know we're getting where we need to be. Anyway, starting off, I got 2 coloring books. The first one is Cozy Space by Coco Wyo. So excited. And then I got Comfy Days, also by Coco Wyo. I'm so excited. I'm in a Facebook group for adults who color, and you can't wait to show y'all some stuff that I done learned because, baby, oof. Starting off strong with the series. We got Lights Out and Caught Up by Nevessa Allen. So as y'all know, I already read Lights Out and I just finished Caught Up, but now I have the physicals. So Lights Out was definitely 4 to 5 stars. Caught Up for me was about 3 stars. And if you want to see more of my thoughts, you can go watch my last video. I got Blood Debts by Terry J. Ben Walker. I actually already read this one as well, but I still have to read Blood Justice, which is book 2. This was a 5-star read. I read this sometime, not last year, but the year before. Really good audiobook, so I did listen to it via audio. I didn't physically read it, so. Then I actually bought these myself. I went to Marshall's and Marshall's had a Emily Henry trio. I think it was like $20, maybe less. It had to have been less because I can't see myself paying that much. But anyway, I got People We Meet on Vacation. Of course, I'm going to read this before I watch the movie on Netflix. Of course. Then I have Beach Read and Book Lovers. Now, I've heard such amazing things when it comes to Emily Henry. Her pen game is great. She's really good at contemporary romance. So I'm actually really excited to dive into the bag. And like I said, I'm mostly excited. I'm going to start off with People We Meet on Vacation simply because it is either already out or it's coming out soon. And I do want to be able to compare the book to the movie. Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. This was a 5-star read for me. And you know what? As I'm going, I'm realizing I've actually read a lot of these books already, but that's okay. Because we love a good reread over here. Let me stop lying. I ain't never reread nothing, but I might start. But Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman, 5-star read for sure. Then we got X for Andrea. This was a thriller. Who is this by? This is by Noelle of the Sprayed Edges. It says, blank women don't forget. I don't know if I can say dead. Dead women don't forget is what it say on the back. This was a mystery suspense thriller. So good. I think I gave this 4 stars. And in this book I'm really excited about. This is Honey and Spice, Bolu Baba Lola. I really hope I pronounced that correctly. This is a debut novel. A young black British woman who has no interest in love unexpectedly finds herself caught up in a fake relationship with the man she warned her girls about. So we got some fake dating. We got a British. I've never read a black British. So I wonder if there's an audio for it because I would love to hear if there's a British person audio. Know what's going on. I've been drinking. I'm sorry. So now, then we have A Song Below Water by Bethany C. Morrow. And this is a modern fantasy about black mermaids. And literally, this is all you need to know, a modern fantasy about black mermaids. Now, this next book, I know nothing about these two books, but when I tell you the cover gagged me so bad, I knew I had to have it. I wish I could show y'all, but the book is called Plie. And you know what? She's dressed. I'm so scared YouTube is gonna flag me, y'all. Just know this woman has her bare derriere bent on that man right there. And then the next book we have is Twin in the Air. So this is an interconnected series, I believe. And they're both by Cunningham. I wish I could show y'all what that. This cover is so tea, but I just feel like it'll be just my luck that YouTube flags me. It'll be just my luck, so I'm not even gonna put that. Then we have Maybe for the Summer by Aubrey Penn. I know this is a romance book, but that's really all I know. But I do know her Aubrey Penn has a really nice game, and I'm just really excited. This is a good romance book from what I know. Then we got Just Right by Sean. I'm so excited about this book. All I know is that it's a Why Choose, and I can't think of the name right now, but I read another Why Choose by Sean. Chef's kiss. Excited about. It's called Jamaica Road by Lisa Smith. And this is a transformative love story about two best friends who fall for each other, fall apart, and try to find their way back together in their tight-knit British Jamaican community. And it's about Lisa Smith. Then I'm so excited to finally have some Octavia Gray on my shelf. We got Work Husband and we got Married Man Only. I read both of these books. Both of these books were 5 freaking stars. Now these are some books that I'll reread because if I'm not mistaken, this one is 123 pages, Married Man Only. And then Work Husband is 110 pages. So then we got Soul Ties by Miss Candice. So the only thing I know about this book is that this has the cheating trope in it, and a lot of people either love it or hate it. And I also know that she did redo this cover, so really excited to read this. If I'm not mistaken, I actually soft DNF'd this book probably like last year. I think I just couldn't get into it. I think it was just too long because we were still kind of new to reading last year. Last year was my first full year reading. So it was just certain books. They were too long. I just didn't even care. So I'm gonna give this another try. I'm really excited about this. So next we have A Chorus Rises by Bethany C. Morrow as well. And it says A Song Below Water novel. So I'm not sure if this is supposed to be before or after A Song Below Water. I'm not exactly sure, but I do know this is about a woman who has a gift, and her gift is like her voice singing, and apparently she exposes a siren to the world, and everybody's mad about it. And siren is a woman who lures in pirates and stuff to their deaths, something kind of like that. But I don't know if they're interconnected or not. I'm gonna have to do some more research, but this is another fantasy book. So the next book is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. When I tell y'all I'm so excited to read this book, this is another one of those lit fits literary fiction books. This is about twin sisters, and I guess they're light-skinned, but one decides to live their life as a white woman and the other decides to live her life as a black woman. I cannot wait to like, you know what? This will probably be really good and a really fun read to read during Black History Month. I'll try to fit this in for this month and tell y'all about it in my February wrap-up. I'm excited about that. Then we got A Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. This is a fantasy book. I soft DNF'd it. I did. I soft DNF'd it. It's fantasy. This follows Orishas and stuff like that. That's right up my alley, and I think I just wasn't in the mood. So I feel like this was a perfect reason for me to get back in the mood. I'm going to completely restart it because I was listening to it via audio, and the audio was really good. So I'm actually going to completely restart this book all over again, and I do plan on finishing it this time. Then we got A Moth to a Flame by Miss Ashley Antoinette. Y'all already know this was a 5-star read. One of the first books that made me cry. It's not the first book. It's one of the first few books that I actually like bawled. I'll never forget finishing this book. This book is so damn good. Why did I do that? I just reread that. I don't even know, why did I do that to myself? Why did I do that to myself? Oh my God. Well, why did I do that to myself? This book is so good. And the ending is just like one of these sad, because I've read some sadder endings. The ending is one of the saddest endings I've read. Oh my goodness. Why did I do that? And I knew it was sad. Why did I do that? Oh my goodness. 5 stars, man. Then we got Butterfly. I don't know which one this is. I don't know if this is book 3. Does says on the cover. We got Butterfly book 3, also by Ashley Antoinette. So if you don't know, it's Moth to a Flame, the Ethic series, then it's the Butterfly series. So I still have to finish Ethic. Reading that last page just made me want to start it all over again. Goodness me. Then we have Children of Virtue and Vengeance, also by Tomi Adeyemi. This is the second book of the trilogy. It is a trilogy. I don't know if I mentioned it. This is the second book to Children of Blood and Bone. So it's a trilogy, and now I have both books with edges. We have Bookmarked by Bella J. Y'all know that's another 5-star read, another book that had me tearing up. I love me some books, baby, and Juice Dan. I will forever ride for them. We got Christmas with the Oak Forest. So I forgot to mention, there are spinoffs in between Ethic and Butterfly. Christmas with the Oak Forest, Ethic's last name is Oak Forest, so I don't even want to read the back. Just know this, I have to read that after Ethic series. I believe that's what I'm supposed to read next. Then I was gifted The Illusion of Power by J.L. Seegers and A Taste of Sin, also by J.L. Seegers. I know I just finished these books in my January reading wrap-up. The Illusion of Power was 4 stars. Taste of Sin, easy 5 stars. I believe this was my first 5-star book of the year. I read it 7 days into the new year, so love that for me. And then we're ending this on a really cool, fun, little different type of note. I have 2 sapphic romances. We have 710 Split by Carmen Lee, and then we also have The Relationship Mechanic, also by Carmen Lee. So 710 Split, clearly it's just going to be about these 2 in bowling. Don't really need to read the back. And then The Relationship Mechanic, clearly one of them is a mechanic. Clearly one of them is a mechanic. Don't really need to read the back. And I cannot wait to read this because I've only read 1 sapphic romance, but it wasn't even a romance. It was like an erotica. But with that being said, that is all of my books. So if you stayed this long, thank you for everybody who gifted me a book. Thank you for all the birthday wishes, all the belated birthday wishes. I'm so appreciative. I've never gotten, imagine going to the mailbox every day and you have a gift. That was the craziest experience I've ever had. And I just really appreciate it. If you ever want to give me anything, my wish list is always in my link in my bio. Or not my bio, but it's always in my description box. And make sure you stay tuned for my shelf organization video. So make sure you stay tuned and you watch that after you watch this. And as for always, until next time, bye.